Okay, so now I give you a topic for the discussion today. Please write that topic. Topic is right to dissent versus sedition in India. Right to dissent versus sedition in India. Right to dissent versus sedition in India. Just take 30 seconds and then we start it. Okay, so I think we can start now. Start from Priyal. Priyal, go ahead.
Good evening, friends. My name is Priyal, and the topic that we have been given today is right to dissent versus sedition law in India. It gives me immense pleasure to start with the introduction of this topic. I think this topic is of current relevance, and it's going to be a very fruitful discussion. So, well as sedition, it means to incite the feeling of hatred in people towards the government of their nation. So I think these two are are in very contrast. And now, what is sedition law, and whether it is affecting the freedom of speech, whether it is affecting the way journalism is being carried out, who brought in the sedition law in India, and all these questions we'll be answering in today's discussion. And with this, I pass on the discussion. Thank you.
Okay, Aditya.
So, good evening, friends. As the given topic to us is sedition versus right to dissent in India, and which is a very relevant topic in the recent months. As about 2 to 3 days back, there was also a case against which was taken back against Vinod Dua, the senior journalist. So it is a quite a relevant topic and a recent one. So basically, we should be talking about what are these what like the right to dissent and sedition charges. What are these and what are the issues with these charges and how can we overcome these issues? So basically, our discussion should revolve around these three topics.
Okay, Dolo Sai.
Good evening, friends. My name is Dolo Sai from Odisha, and today topic is seditions in India versus right of dissent. In my opinion, this topic has the current relevance, and I think the right of dissent means your right freedom of speech in the present scenario, because we have in the current scenario this government has taken various steps in CAA, NRC, and in the pandemic situations government is now fails to manage. So versus sedition. Sedition acts means which you have to create violence or public disorder. Your opinion, whether it is in favor or in against. Otherwise, it creates violence or a disorder. It means sedition acts will be applicable to you. So I think there is a freedom of speech, and always as we have a large democratic country, so we have to speech against the government policy, procedures, actions being taken. That's why there is a democracy. Otherwise, it is just like a community comment. So in India, I think seditions is now protected to citizens, and as well as the government to not to strict the fundamental rights of freedom of speech. So I welcome all of us to discuss about the current relevance topic. Thank you.
Okay, Vipul, go ahead.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I am Vipul. So the topic that is given to us is a very interesting topic, I would say, and also of current relevance, and not just current relevance. In long term, also, it is a very relevant topic. The topic is the right to dissent versus sedition in India. So the right to dissent is, in my opinion, and at large, in many people's opinion, it is an integral part of a democracy. So a democracy cannot exist without the right to dissent. And sedition, what sedition is, now when sedition started, when sedition was brought, when sedition was introduced as a law in India in 1870, it was only to suppress the this very thing, the right to dissent, actually. So, but it stayed even after independence because of security issues, and it has been interpreted in such a way that it will be sedition when there is chance of violence. So that is a very main ingredient of sedition. So the definition of sedition is something that needs to be addressed very carefully, and that is how I would begin the discussion. And there are other issues. There are other points that need to be addressed, like why is it in controversy these days? As the British who brought this law, they have themselves abolished this law in 2009 themselves, and we are carrying it even today. So these are some things, and even a year back, some
2 minutes are over. 2 minutes are over, Vipul. So I go to now Pritu, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Prituraj, and I am glad to have the discussion on the topic given to us for discussion is right to dissent versus sedition in India. In my opinion, it is a topic of current relevance because if a person with actually right of dissent comes under Article 98, that means to protest peacefully, and the sedition law it means if a person with his spoken written and what express hatred against government, that it means they can arrest him without any information that is under that comes under UAPA, and so it's kind of thank you.
Okay, Rahul.
Thank you for the opportunity to introduce this discussion. My name is Rahul. Actually, the topic of the discussion is sedition versus dissent. So reading this line, actually there are two ways we can interpret this line. First of all, the literal meaning of the words, that is sedition and dissent. Sedition means spreading of violence or hate, or dissent means public expression of public expression. In other words, we can interpret this as the law of sedition used against dissents. In either way, we'll reach at a common point that whether this law is being misused, if yes, how, why, and what are the implications in a democratic society. It is a very relevant topic for a democratic society. So I invite all of you to join in this discussion. Thank you once again.
Okay. So Saurav, can you hear us? Saurav, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
So would you like to introduce for 2 minutes the topic dissent, right to dissent versus sedition in India?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, thank you for giving me the topic, right to dissent in India. Sir, in my viewpoint, there is a misuse of word dissent at many places, and because dissent, Supreme Court has said that dissent means comes when it public violence. If you have the freedom to speech given by the Constitution of India, and you are giving your speech because of by which you can highlight some issues, not for the purpose of defaming any party, any government, but for the purpose of improvement. Because knowing one's weaknesses, we can improve it. So just because Just because we have the code, penal code, and if we criticize any disrespectful one, so it can't be said as violence. So in my viewpoint, there is a thin line between violence and active criticism. Which should be understood by the everyone.
Okay. So I think then everybody has introduced, and now we enter into second round of our group discussion, and this round is discussion among all of you. So I expect you to have a smooth discussion, listen to others, give your point opinion, so that we enter into third round, which is a conclusion round. So you know the topic, and let's now come to the topic and discuss it further. So I open the house for the discussion among all of you now.
Good evening, friends. My name is Priyal, and I would like to take this opportunity to initiate the discussion. Guys, I think the beginning of the discussion should be right from the roots of sedition law. As Vipul has already mentioned that the Britishers had introduced this law just to suppress any voices rising against the British rule. They themselves have abolished it, but we are carrying it forward. And gradually with time, the definition of what sedition is has changed a lot. Initially, it was to incite hatred against the government. Now at present, it is that any action which poses threat to the national security, that is called as sedition. So I think why sedition can be misused is the vagueness in its definition. I think the government can just claim any statement to be a threat to the national security and misuse its power.
Priyal, then one thing I would like to clarify here, Priyal, from you. Actually, are we in a position to abolish this law, as Vipul said? We can. I think we should discuss on this topic. Are we? Why this law is still there in our constitution? Since I think since we have a diverse community, we cannot. There is a thin line, as Saurav said. We need this law, but we need some changes, I think.
I think, Rahul, why we need this law as of now is it keeps the journalism in check. It keeps the way of expressing your opinions in check. It keeps many, it has many byproducts like keeping urban nationalism in check. And something
I want
different.
to add that, because I want to hear add that, because the law has been commenced in 1817 and 150 years have already crossed, and because all the governments in previously we may find the British governments have taken also action against the Bal Gangadhar Tilak or Mahatma Gandhi in national movement activity. In later on, UPA or Congress government also taken action, some social activists, and now the BJP governments also taken or misused the speech, and the other also in the CA, NRC. In the also in the recent case, the Supreme Court also questions the.
I can't listen to him.
Hello.
One
Am I
figure
audible?
here, I hear here. Yes,
Actually,
sir.
if we are abolishing this law, then also we have to stop the sedition. Also, we need to abolish this law. Then what is the option? We need to stop the sedition. Also, we have to abolish this law.
Rahul, I think one option could be, one way out could be that instead of abolishing sedition entirely and bringing up a new law, what we can do is we can narrow down and make its definition more precise as to what exactly
Priya,
is sedition.
still.
See,
Actually, the problem is that today each and every political party used this law as a weapon to suppress against a political party. That's why we need to.
Political against the common people or the social activity.
No,
Yeah.
actually,
yeah,
Yeah,
talk only
social
about
activists or political party.
journalists. Right.
In adding to the previous
No,
point,
the government has taken protected for the human rights, and at that case, they
So
have
if we're discussing about whether it should exist or not,
10,000 people
people who are saying that it should exist there. Okay, who is speaking? I can't understand who is speaking. So I'm getting confused a bit.
one thing I
think
to say how
I think guys, there are advantages and disadvantages both linked to this law. And I think we should analyze both sides of the coin equally and then decide what is to be done. That is not
Right.
but
I agree
have
with you.
preconceived notions.
because we have to
I don't think there is any issue
Last
with the security if this law is abolished. I don't see any problem if this law is abolished. We already have
Exactly,
laws.
exactly.
We have UAPA. We have NSA, National Security Act.
Exactly, Vipul. Exactly.
So I don't think this law exclusively is needed for the sake of security. This law actually gives the government, the ruling party, an excuse to just suppress dissent. So I don't think, in my personal opinion, if it doesn't exist, there is not going to be much problem
One thing.
in the security.
But
Also,
Why
Vipul,
do you
adding
think
to
if
your point,
somebody-
I think when we talk of sedition, I think it entirely destroys the very purpose of what democracy is.
Right, exactly. As I said before, it does destroy the purpose of democracy. So
Think of
the security is one thing; it should be there, and we do have laws for that. We do not specifically need sedition, even if it exists.
exactly.
So its definition should be narrowed down, as you said. So that is
Yes.
absolutely important.
One thing.
Exactly,
One thing.
because-
Why do you
because,
think? Why do you
As,
think?
even Supreme Court is thinking about either changing it or completely abolishing it. So
No. Why do you
that,
think
that,
if
that's
somebody
not
is
something
giving
like
a speech?
we too hold,
If somebody is giving, even somebody is giving for a
another
speech.
point.
Even the first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru was against this law, but
Yes,
he
Jawaharlal
didn't
Nehru
do
also
anything
said that
to
this is
abolish
law.
that law,
Right.
but he was he was against that law. And
Okay, friends. I want to add here one point.
Yeah, that time NSA did not exist, and UAPA also did not exist. That's why it was needed to stay for the sake of security. That's why it stayed, actually.
No.
Example.
One thing I want to say here. Why do you think that if somebody is giving for a speech which is spreading violence in YouTube, then why do you think people follow this speech and come to street for this one? Because people are not aware. If we are able to make them aware, if we are able to make aware of all of them, like Britain or like America, then we don't have to have any laws like this one, and the democracy will continue.
No. That I don't agree with. That. I'm sorry. Actually, awareness is a different thing, and seditions they don't actually intermingle.
Whether we may know that government is in direction that this Sedition Act in India actually follows or not in democratic countries, such like we have to analyze 4 to 5 them because that is the government is misuse or use or to take advantages. I think in the Jharkhand case that the government has taken their peoples. I think this is a democratic. Everyone has the right to speech against a government decision.
Friends, I think
So-
what we
And
should
also
think
I
on
think
is
everyone
what will be
agrees
the
that-
consequences. Friends, I think we should think on what will be the consequences if we abolish this sedition law. What comes next after we
Yeah,
abolish it?
we can think about what.
Whether government has a direction to misuse it. I think in 4 to 5 cases, government has been misusing the act.
Not in just 4 to
Yeah,
5
there are-
cases.
there are lots of
In
cases,
every government has
there are-
misused it. I'm sorry to have interrupted.
There are lots of cases in which political party have misused, like in Kudankulam nuclear plant in Tamil Nadu. There were 9,000 people who were arrested, and even currently there are 49 person who wrote Prime Minister against about lynching, and all of them are arrested. Even against Padma Shri awarded Vinod Dua was arrested because of under this sedition law. And but they won. But I think either the government should make any to restrict any.
Yes. I want to one figure here because in 2016 to 18 only 3,038 cases is been laws in against sedition. Only 7 numbers of convicted on. There is around 3%. So whether government from this information by results. The government is misusing.
Even
people who file these cases, they know that they are not going to win the case. But the thing is, when they are filing the case, they know that this is going to defame them in the larger section of society. That's why I think it's sort of a strategy or something. That's why these cases are slapped on some people, so that
No,
in
friends,
larger section it may be said that these are anti-nationals or something.
friends, we
So-
know that this law is being misused and how it is being misused almost from these cases.
Yeah, everyone I
what
think is here that this law is being misused. So
Right,
yeah.
right.
Then what is the
continue.
solution for this? All these things I would like to know from you. Because there is a case exactly I would like to point out here. If you have an opportunity to, yes,
There
The,
should be a
the
if you have an
solution,
opportunity to watch.
the solution
If you
for
are-
this is that the interference of political party in hello.
and there should be a committee
Make it narrow.
for such high profile, for such law. There should be a committee. We should have a.
Saurav, you are not completely audible.
Guys, I want to
Yeah,
point
exactly.
out one more thing.
I thought
Like what happens when you implement sedition and when you the government is we've seen a spike in the number of cases. So what happens is
Right.
even the journalists, they are afraid to express their opinions
Exactly.
Exactly,
openly
exactly. That
because
is
they'll be
not
called
just
as
journalists,
an
even,
anti-national. Now what happens
If
is
you-
the way that you are being fed the news entirely changes.
And
Exactly.
it destroys the democracy entirely.
Exactly.
If you have an opportunity to watch the movie The Post, actually it is about the New York Times and the Washington Post collectively fighting against the government against Vietnam War, and how
Actually,
they are
you know
able to
what,
save hundreds of people.
this law was formed by UK government. Even UK
And
government
even there is some
has
sort of
demolished that
amendment
rule
which is required in
under.
the Sedition Act. Just like it, even if in wrong intention is one person, government is there. Supreme Court in last 2 days that in 5G cases, the High Court, Delhi High Court have been fined rupees 20 lakhs against the petitioners. So there is
No.
some sort of, if you have a bad intention,
Dollar-
then we have to file.
Court are deciding like this. Some court are failed to interrupt the I mean,
there's some
they
sort
are
of
failed to
high
understand.
more
discussion
solution.
that have to restrict
Friends,
the-
I think one more solution to the problem could be forming a very separate institute that handles all the sedition charges.
Yeah.
Not linked to
No,
any
no.
political party, not linked to the
Well,
government.
yeah,
some
that's what
separate,
I
have already-
institute.
Actually,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that may
It
be a
is
solution,
not
but I don't think we have
political party
infrastructure and
is,
manpower to do that. That's real.
I don't think
Yes.
that is viable. Actually, we have 14 lakh cases
Yeah,
already
we-
pending in all these
Right.
courts. And
Exactly.
I
We don't
think
have
that is viable.
manpower or infrastructure to
Yes, exactly.
to do something like that.
Exactly.
So
We have
I
more
don't think
important
that
things,
is
more
in
important
at
laws
current
and things to
time it's not possible.
Right.
I think.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's now
We have
conclude.
more important things.
Let's conclude now. Again from Priyal, please conclude the discussion.
Yes, sir. So I think we all had a very fruitful.
Saurav, conclude.
There should be a.
Saurav, you need to stop now. Let's conclude now. Priyal,
Yeah.
go ahead and conclude.
Yeah. So friends, I think we all had a very fruitful discussion, and
We can.
we started with how it started from the British rule, and how the British we've carried it along, how the definition has changed. Then all of us mostly were against it because it suppresses the voice of democracy, the voice of the people. More or less, we've concluded that either we can narrow down the definition, or I also suggested that we could form a separate institute. But again, as we've discussed, it was not viable because we don't have the manpower or the time to handle so many cases. I think ultimately it is contributing in suppressing the democracy, and some modifications should be made so that the political party does not interfere with the sedition charges. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Okay, Dola.
Okay, friends, we have a fruitful discussions regarding the subject whether sedition law in the correct direction in India. I think all of us are agreed that the Sedition Act is being misused by some political ruling government, and all of us agree that this is misused. And one friend, Mr. Payal, said that the separate institutions can be look the matters of Sedition Act. I think this may be possible if the government take a note. Otherwise, it may challenges for a democratic point of view. Unless until one citizen cannot told against the government policy or government act, so how can we criticize? Unless on criticize, we cannot manage the government cannot go in a right direction. So I think there is some sort of amendments required. and government should take care of it. Okay.
Okay, Aditya.
In my opinion, balancing freedom of expression with collective national interest is one of the key ingredients which should be taken care while choosing a balance between both of these. However, also I feel that dissent and criticism of the government are critical ingredients for a robust public debate and a vibrant democracy. So they should not be constructed as a sedition, I guess.
Okay, Rahul.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity to conclude this fruitful discussion. I'm just highlighting the discussion. We had a very good discussion, and we all agree that this law is being misused from the examples. And I'm highlighting some points here. Just as Vipul said, this law has been abolished in Britain or in almost all the developed democratic countries. Saurav said no government is perfect, and criticism is essential for a government to correct their mistakes. Priyal said this law could bring the freedom of speech of journalism, and it can destroy the democracy. So we directed completely to the solution for all the alternative for the sedition law, and we discussed some of the alternatives as well, narrow down the scope of this law, or separate institution to handle these cases, or complete abolishment, just like me and we will say. So we discussed all the scopes, and we had a very good discussion. That's also.
Vipul.
Yeah, thank you, Vijay sir, for this opportunity to conclude. Yeah, so in conclusion, we all agree that this sedition law is harmful for the democracy at large. We started from as Priyal already pointed out, we started from when it began and how its definitions changed in time, and at current time we actually do not need it. At large, we do agree with that. We do not need it because we do have laws for the security purposes. We do have NSA. We did conclude that. So at large, we do agree that the sedition law either should not exist, or it should be completely narrowed down so that it cannot be misused by the government against people to suppress their voices. We also talked about how this affected the national movements in the times of Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Nehruji also criticized this. So all in all, we all do agree that it either should be narrowed down or completely abolished. So that is all from my side.
Okay, so Pritu, can you hear me, Pritu? Saurav, you want to conclude? Unmute yourself, Saurav. Saurav, unmute yourself.
Can you hear me, sir?
Go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Sir, from the discussion we can conclude that abolishing sedition law is not a conclusion at all. It can be done that we have to clarify the meaning of violence and clarify the meaning of criticism, and there should be a committee so that whenever such law of high profile the case is filed to the Supreme Court or the High Court, the committee should have a viewpoint on the case, whether it should go under the sedition law or it's just active criticism. It should, because the freedom of speech can't be compared with the violence under sedition law.
Okay, Pritu, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Please conclude.
Okay, okay, friends. I got the opportunity to have a fruitful discussion on the topic right to dissent versus sedition in India, and all of us against this law, and some of them also was talking about forming any institution to restrict a political party for their interference in this law, and because it is because the running a political party use this law as weapon to suppress journalists, other political party person who who say against the ruling political party. So all of us are against these things.
Okay. So let me now conclude this entire discussion. I think this is a very, very important topic, right to dissent versus sedition in India. You know, right to dissent means most of you have started explaining the terms. That is good. I mean, whenever such kind of topic is given to you, you should define the terms. What do you understand by dissent and what do you mean by sedition? Dissent होता है किसी के अगेंस्ट बात करना, और किसके अगेंस्ट हम बात करेंगे यहाँ पे? जो सेडिशन लॉ लगा रहा है. कौन सेडिशन लॉ लगा रहा है? वो गवर्नमेंट लगा रही है. डेमोक्रेसी के अंदर पीपल आर सुप्रीम एंड फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर समथिंग विच आर द कार्डिनल प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. सो डेमोक्रेसी को जो स्टोर करके रखती चीज वो सिटीजन्स की फ्रीडम है, उनके फंडामेंटल राइट्स हैं. तो अंडर द आर्टिकल 19 ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन विच इज द फंडामेंटल राइट, there is a right to express yourself, freedom of speech is permitted. Now, you know, that is to be respected by any government. That is to be respected. Now, under Constitution of India, government is given some kind of emergency powers, some kind of I'll say very stringent laws government can implement, but that is to maintain the national security and safety. That is the purpose. Now, this is the discretion of government to use these laws, sedition laws and all. You also know that in constitution there is a check and balance theory. Check and balance means there is a executive, ministers, prime ministers, civil servant, they are executives, what we call government, and then there is a legislature. Legislature means parliament, legislative assemblies which make the law, and then there is a judiciary which will ensure that law made is good or not, that is as per constitution or not. Now, executive in India, executives are largely from the legislature. Ministers are part of legislative assemblies also. So whichever government gets power, majority, they can make laws. Now there has to be check and balance. I mean, judiciary should very closely monitor that any law which is implemented by government of India or made by government of India, is that in the spirit of constitution or not. Now we need to see the data also. Sedition law can be used, there the emergency powers. They can be used by the government in national security, but is there any need to use that? That is number one. Are we misusing the sedition law, stringent sedition laws, to basically silence the political opponent or criticism against government? Are we trying to do that? If we are trying to do that, it is not at all acceptable. There are statistics, there are data which we have to see. Statistics and data speak that in past so many years we have used this sedition law these many times. Past 5 years we have used this so many times. What has happened in past 5 years which required the application of such kind of laws? Was India's national security was under threat or something, or this was perceived threat, this was hypothetically created threat? Now the image of our country, India, has gone down in the recent time as far as the free country is concerned. Country is free. Are the people in country free to speak? That is also one of the parameter in which globally we are basically seen as a free country or not. So if the global parameters are indexed, our credibility has gone down as a free country. We are not supposed to be fully free country now. Why? Because people are not free. I mean, the journalist, the fourth pillar of democracy. What is the fourth pillar of democracy other than executive, legislature, judiciary? What is the fourth pillar?
Media.
Media. So even if the media people will start fearing, if the media people are arrested, media people start fearing, then democracy is certainly under threat. As I told you, there is a check and balance. Who will control government? Judiciary. Who will basically criticize government? Media. Now, if you polarize everything, suppose media gets polarized, judiciary gets polarized, that is not a good thing for democracy. And if we say that, okay, everything is good in India, what about globally, our reputation? What about the media, global media? We need to listen to that. We need to basically listen to our criticism at one point or the other. So are sedition law good or are emergency powers good? They are not good or bad, depends how we are using that. Is the knife good? Is the scissor good? Is gun good? Is nuclear technology good? It can be good, sir, it can be bad, depends upon application. Is the gun good? Yes. If that gun is in the hand of a soldier, cop, who is protecting you, then it is good. But if that gun goes in the hand of a terrorist, same gun becomes bad. Nuclear technology, good or bad? If it is used for creating our clean source of energy, nuclear reactors, it is good. But the same nuclear technology used for bomb killing human being, bad. Is sedition laws, emergency laws good or bad? Good if they are used for particular purpose, to protect the country, national security, protect the basically citizens under those circumstances, which are basically exceptional circumstances, rarest of the rare situations. Only rarely you have to use it. Keep this gun with you at home, but use it when the rarest situation will come. Now what you started doing? You started using that gun in the marriages. आप fire कर रहे हो, marriage में पटाखे चला रहे हो. That is not good. So sedition law is good if you use it properly. If you misuse it, it is not good. And as far as the right to dissent is concerned, there should be right to dissent. That is the first cardinal principle of dynamic and healthy democracy. In the democracy, people are supreme. You read the preamble of Indian Constitution, the introductory letter of Indian Constitution, preamble, we the people of India, are supreme. So if you make us silent, we the people of India are silent, democracy is silent, it is not good. So sedition should not be used to make we the people of India as silent spectators. So that should not be done. So I think this is a very, very relevant topic nowadays. You know, you can refer to some of the recent government laws also, where sedition law has been used, like CAA, Citizen Amendment Act. We will discuss sometime about Citizen Amendment Act. Farm bills, we will talk about sometime on farm bills also. Kashmir issue, Article 370 abrogation. I mean, Article 370 was abrogated, good or bad? That is a separate group discussion. We will do that sometime later. CAA, Citizen Amendment Act, Farm Bill. Government is to decide. But then, if some media person or somebody raises the voice against government, they should not be, I mean, sedition law should not be basically used against such people. Right? So criticism is a healthy thing and this will always be there. On this line, we have to discuss further. अभी सारे लॉस को सबको इकट्ठा करके मैंने आपको काफी मटेरियल भेजा हुआ है, उसको एक बार गो थ्रू करना, ये बहुत ही रेलेवेंट है और इसके साथ मिलके और टॉपिक बढ़ जाएंगे. फार्म बिल में लोगों का एजिटेशन, सिटीजन अमेंडमेंट एक्ट में लोगों का एजिटेशन, मीडिया वाले लोगों का मीडिया पोलराइजेशन होना, इंडिया के अंदर पोलराइजेशन ऑफ द मीडिया, वो एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है जिसका कि क्या मीडिया पोलराइज हो जाना चाहिए. जितना भी हम डिस्कशन करते हैं ना, उसमें आपको छोटे मोटे पॉइंट्स मिल जाएंगे. जैसे हम बोल रहे हैं फोर्थ पिलर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, ये वो है. कहीं भी डिस्कशन करने बैठोगे आप, तो आपको कोई एक दिन के नॉलेज से डिस्कशन नहीं कर सकते हो. आपको जो छोटी छोटी चीजें सुनोगे, मैंने आपको बताया आर्टिकल 19 ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, प्रीएम्बल ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, कहीं पे भी कोई भी कर सकते हो इफ यू हैव नॉलेज. तो कीप गैदरिंग द नॉलेज. जो मैंने वहां पे आपको वीडियोस दे रखे हैं और जो मैं आपको न्यूज़पेपर कटिंग भेजता हूँ, उनको पढ़ते रहो सो दैट वो नॉलेज आप कहीं पे यूज कर सको व्हेन द सिचुएशन कम्स. फाइन
सर, एक डाउट था सर. सेडिशन का अगर एक एडवांटेज ऐसा बोला जाए कि इट हेल्प्स इन कर्बिंग द अर्बन नैक्सलिज्म और टूल किट जैसी चीजें, तो वो सही रहेगा क्या?
देखो, सेडिशन का मैंने वही बोला, एक टेक्निक टेक्नोलॉजी है. सेडिशन बहुत पहले से है, अंग्रेजों के टाइम से है. कभी सेडिशन का क्रिटिसिज्म नहीं हुआ इंडिया के अंदर, अभी हुआ है. इट इज नॉट वेदर दिस लॉ शुड बी देयर और नॉट, इट शुड बी देयर. किसी भी गाड़ी के अंदर ब्रेक्स होना बहुत जरूरी है. बिना ब्रेक के गाड़ी नहीं चलती, लेकिन ब्रेक तभी लगाओ जब रिक्वायर्ड है. अदरवाइज अगर तुम हाईवे पे ब्रेक लगाओगे तो ठीक नहीं है.
सर थोड़ा डिफरेंट व्यू है सर इस, मतलब मैं अगर ऐसा बोल दिया तो सर हमको ये सेडिशन लॉ जरूरत ही नहीं है अगर सिटीजन ईच सिटीजन बहुत अवेयर है तो. जस्ट केस ले लीजिएगा सर, गोवा और केरला का केस ले लीजिएगा सर. 49-30% माइनॉरिटीज है, उधर जाके कोई भी अगर कोई स्पीच दे दिया तो भी उधर रायोट्स नहीं होता क्योंकि लिटरेसी बहुत ज्यादा है इन लोगों का. तो इन केस में कोई बोल दिया तो भी उनको कोई मतलब नहीं है, वो उसको ध्यान नहीं देगा लोग. तो क्यों सेडिशन लॉ लगाने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगा.
तो इंडिया में लिटरेसी
तो
आ गया क्या
citizen-
अभी? इज दिस दैट
क्या सर?
सिचुएशन देयर, इज दैट सिचुएशन देयर इन इंडिया?
So that's why I'm saying, sir. The thing is not we are focusing on this kind of things. Rather, we should focus on education and upgrading the people. हम ऐसा बोल रहे सर, जनता समझदार नहीं है और समझदार बना भी नहीं सकता. ऐसा नक्सलिट्स भी वही बोल रहे हैं उधर का ट्राइबल के साथ. आपको कुछ नहीं पता, आप तो चुप रहिए, हम डिसाइड ले लूंगा. हम ऐसा ही बोल रहे हैं सर. हम समझदार बनाने के लिए कोशिश करना है, उसके लिए लॉस बनाना है, उसके लिए जो करना है वो जो राइट टू एजुकेशन लॉ बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है सर. इसके
तो अभी व्हाट इज योर रिकमेंडेशन? यू वांट सेडिशन लॉ टू बी एब्रोगेटेड इमीडिएटली? हां,
exactly sir, not immediately, but we have to give importance to other laws, right to education, to
but
empower
topic
people.
is something different. Topic is something different. Topic is right to dissent versus sedition. Maybe in future when India develops, it becomes developed country like UK and all, we may not even require sedition law, but as of now we need it, right or not?
No sir, we are actually reversing the progress sir. We are actually reversing our progress of democracy sir. हम ये लॉ लेके पीछे पीछे जा रहे हैं.
Democracy, dissent law is not reason for lack of development. Sedition की वजह से development कम हो रही है, ऐसा नहीं है. My question to you,
डेमोक्रेसी का डेवलपमेंट सर, जैसा ट्रम्प किया था उधर वो स्पीच दिया.
so what do you want to say? Sedition law should be abrogated as of now, immediately, or what do you want to say?
No, not immediately, but we have to.
हाँ ठीक है, तो डेवलप तो कर ही रहे हैं, डेवलपमेंट तो करना ही है. इन फ्यूचर ऑब्वियसली दिस इज देयर.
Then government will also. Then at least government will also think about the, if we are considering abolishment, then government will also think or reduce at least this law, use of law, I think.
नहीं राहुल, वो नहीं है. देखो, we need sedition law, but its misuse should be not there. Its misuse should not be there. ऐसा नहीं कि sedition law खत्म ही कर दो तो गवर्नमेंट के पास नहीं होगा, because we have many divisive forces in India. There are so many forces, divisive forces in India. India is a very diverse country and developing country.
विपुल यही बोला सर, एनएसए लॉ हमारे पास ऑलरेडी है. सेडिशन लॉ इसलिए लगा था क्योंकि आप कोई ज्ञानपीठ नहीं तो कोई पद्मश्री विनर है, उसके अगेंस्ट एनएसए लॉ नहीं लगा सकता है. तो उसको चुप करना तो आपको सेडिशन लगाना ही है. तो ऐसा तो एनएसए लॉ ऑलरेडी है, मतलब आप क्रिमिनल के अगेंस्ट एनएसए लॉ लगा सकते हैं. तो लेकिन एक प्रोमिनेंट आदमी के साथ एनएसए लॉ नहीं लगा सकते, इसीलिए सेडिशन लॉ है. तो उन लोगों को चुप करना भी है, तो इसीलिए वो बहुत मिसयूज हो जाएगा.
See, it is not the law in itself bad. I told you, लॉ अपने आप में गुड और बैड नहीं होता, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने वाला गुड एंड बैड होता है. लॉ को रहना चाहिए, लेकिन उसको यूज और मिसयूज करने का इंटेंशन. अगर तुम सेडिशन हटा भी दोगे तो क्या गारंटी है, जो गवर्नमेंट अगर डिसाइड कर ले कि मैंने साइलेंट करना है किसी को, तो सेडिशन लॉ हटाने से गवर्नमेंट को वो काम करने से आप रोक नहीं सकते. गवर्नमेंट कोई और लॉ लगा के उसको चुप करवा देगा. बात तो इंटेंशन की है ना, बात लॉ की नहीं है.
गवर्नमेंट का ऑप्शन तो कम होगा सर.
नहीं होता कम. गवर्नमेंट अगर चाहेगी तो गवर्नमेंट और लॉ ले आएगी. सेडिशन लॉ हटाने से कोई सोल्यूशन नहीं होगा. सेडिशन लॉ हटाने से
पावरफुल लोगों को चुप कर रहे हैं. बाकी तो वो एनएसए लॉ लगा ही रहा है, मतलब बहुत हेवी क्लोसेस लगा रहा है, लेकिन पद्मश्री विनर के
you cannot anyhow Rahul, you cannot justify removal of sedition law. You cannot justify that.
That's what I want to ask.
नहीं, you cannot
if I say
आपसे नहीं होगा ना, आप जस्टिफाई नहीं कर पाओगे. सेडिशन लॉ हटाने से जस्टिफाई नहीं कर पाओगे आप. आपको ये बोलना है कि जो लॉज हैं उनका यूज ढंग से करना है. These laws are required. There are certain cases where government is to use it. There are certain cases where fear is required. हमारे country बहुत diverse country है. Fear is required. But उसका excess of everything is bad. Excess of everything is bad, and this is the case of excess use of certain law, जो हमें रोकना पड़ेगा. So मेरे को लगता है best ये है कि these laws, no doubt they were there, and these laws are there. They are going to remain, and they are required also. But it is the use and misuse of these laws which make them good or bad. Removal of the law will solve the problem. No. Removal of the law will not solve it.
Deterrence versus awareness. Deterrent होना चाहिए citizen को या aware होना चाहिए. That is the case over here.
That is true. That is true. So this is how, this is very very important, and just revise it well. And ये और भी मैं आपको document भेजूंगा उसको, तो revise करते रहो इसका. Fine.
Thank you,
Anything
sir.
else? Anything else from your side? So tomorrow also I'll send you some topics. Be prepared, and tomorrow also we'll discuss at the same time. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.